Yes, good evening, everyone. Glad to meet you all
Good evening,
in
ma'am.
this. Good evening, dear. Glad to meet you all in this NTSE live session number 6 on mathematics. Let me just share screen. Can any one of you confirm whether my screen is visible or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Great. So myself, yes, Harini from Coimbatore. I've completed my MSc B.Ed. I'm here to take this session on mathematics. And thank you, Vidyadan, for this opportunity. So those who did not, day before yesterday was the first session of mathematics. For those who did not attend that, a quick recap of what is asked in mathematics syllabus. And I told you the paper, there are two papers, SAT and MAT, right? So in SAT, there are 100 questions, out of which 20 questions are from mathematics. And these are the concepts that are being covered in the question paper. And on the previous day, we discussed questions from 2020 and 2019 paper. We'll continue with it today. And your reference materials can be your NCERT exemplar textbooks, which you can search in Google. All of the three which I have listed, you can just plainly search in Google and get the available links. So question banks and previous year question papers, you can collect from internet. So I just wanted to start with a quote. Mathematics is not about numbers, equations, computations, or algorithms. It's about understanding. So why I wanted to put this, because I feel many students are not like, they say, I don't understand mathematics, I don't get it. So the very first step in going inside mathematics is understanding. How do you get that is only by rereading the questions. Rereading the questions and getting to know what is given and what is asked. I stress this a lot all days. And in NTSE also it works because the question itself is twisted, which is of application level, as I told in the previous session. So the very first thing you need to do is understanding. Then comes computation, algorithm and all. Fine. So let's start today's session. Whenever you need, you can stop me and ask doubts. In YouTube live also, you can post your comments. I will read your comments and answer your questions. So today's first question. If the difference between the sum of the roots and product of the roots of a quadratic equation is 0, then which of the following expression or equation is true? So first of all, tell me, when you see a quadratic equation, what comes to your mind when I say sum of roots and product of roots? What is the relation between roots and the coefficients of a quadratic equation? Any one of you? Anyone? Do you remember alpha, beta being two roots? Alpha plus beta is equal to something, and alpha into beta is equal to something. Any one of you, do you remember? Okay, let me recall. Alpha plus beta is minus b by a, whereas alpha into beta is c by a. Don't be scared, children. You can give your answer whenever I ask. Even if it is wrong, no problem. We will learn together. So here it is given the difference between sum and product. This is sum of 0. This is product of 0. Difference between means we are talking about subtraction. So when you subtract minus b by a and c by a, the answer is 0. So when we simplify this equation, we take a as a common denominator, minus b minus c overall a is equal to 0. When a gets transposed to the other side, you get minus b minus c is equal to 0, because a into 0 is 0. Now, which one do you think is right? Let me see who finds correctly. There is no direct option as such. Yes, I'm getting answers, correct answers in YouTube. Hitendra, Yokesh, Manasa, correct, very good. So it's like you can multiply throughout by minus 1 and change the symbol to b plus c is equal to 0. And hence the answer is option number 2. Next question for today. This deals with trigonometry. The angles of depression of two ships as observed from the top of a 80-meter high lighthouse from the sea level are 30° and 45°. If the two ships are on the same side of the lighthouse and all the three are along a straight line, then distance between the two ships are. So what is lighthouse used for? Anyone? Have you seen a lighthouse?
Showing the direction for ships.
Yes, very good. So here it is given from the lighthouse, the angle of depression. Angle of depression is looking above or below?
Below.
Very good. So looking below is angle of depression. So one of the ships angle of depression is 30°, whereas the other one is 45. But you will always calculate the angle of depression or elevation through the horizontal line, not directly. So through the horizontal line, for the first ship, it is 30°. For the second ship, it is 45°. Then you go with parallel lines and transversal, which means alternate angles are equal. Hence, this will become 30 and this will become 45. And logically also, this is only correct because when you, as you go approach nearby, your angle must increase. Suppose if you see an object on the wall, a clock, the way you see from distance, and when you go closer and closer, your neck gets lifted, right? Which means your angle of elevation is also lifting. So logically, this is correct. This is how you verify whether you're doing it right or not. So yeah, where were we? From the top of 80-meter high lighthouse. So the height of the lighthouse is 80 meter. And we are supposed to find the distance between the ships. So let us start. So as soon as you see here, there is an angle. There is one of the side mentioned and another side is an unknown. So which trigonometric ratio do you go for? Do we need to deal with hypotenuse here? Do we need to deal with hypotenuse here? No. So if hypotenuse is not involved, opposite and adjacent side are involved. So which trigonometric ratio is suitable? Yes, Manya?
Cos.
Cos involves hypotenuse. The next one, the very next one.
Tan theta.
Tan, yes. So we are going to use tan theta. I can see in Zoom many are replying option A, option A. I guess you are finding just BC, but we are supposed to find the distance between two ships. The ships are in the points C and D. That's what we are going to find. So first in triangle ABC, tan 45 is equal to, I think you all can do simultaneously as I'm doing. So tan 45 value is 1. AB value is 80 meter divided by BC. And hence BC is also equal to 80 meter when I transpose and see. This is your one hint. Next, when I go for the next right angle triangle is ABD. In that, tan 30° is equal to AB upon BD. So here tan 30, what's the value of tan 30?
1 by root 3.
Yes, very good. 1 by root 3 is equal to AB value is 80 and BD can be written in the way that we need. I need to find CD. So I can write BD as BC plus CD. Do you all agree? Thumbs up. Yes. And then I also know BC value is 80 from the previous equation. So 1 upon root 3 is equal to 80 upon 80 plus CD. Through this, we are going to transpose and find the value of CD. So 80 plus CD is equal to root 380. Combine the numericals on one side. Root 380 minus 80. Now tell me the final answer. In YouTube also, I guess many are saying A. Don't be in a hurry. Yes, dear, Shreya?
Then option D.
Very good,
D.
correct. So 80 is a common number. We take it out. We are left with root 3 minus 1 meters. Done? Any doubt in this? Okay, great. Let's move to the next question. Okay, here's a question from circles. From an external point T, two tangents TP and TQ are drawn to a circle with center O. and the radius 6 centimeter as shown in the figure. OT intersects the circle at E. A tangent drawn at E meets TP and TQ at A and B respectively. If OT is equal to 10 centimeter, then the length of AB is. And for 10th graders, this is from your current term, right? Circles chapter. There are only two theorems involved. Do you remember those theorems? One is, I'll say, the radius to the tangent at point of contact makes dash angle. Who can tell me correctly? 90 degree. Very good. We are going to utilize that. And one more theorem says two tangents drawn from an external point are dash. They are equal. So I guess you would have recalled. Let us mark the known values over here. So since I said OP is a radius and TP is a tangent, which means it makes 90 degree at the point of contact. So mark 90 degree over there. And then can you see a tangent, two tangents from an external point other than TP and TQ? Two tangents from it's hidden. It's a small one. Two tangents from a same external point. Yes, dear Manya?
AP and AE.
Very good. AP and AE. Once you find this, your solution is going to be easy. Let's see how to solve. So I told you two tangents drawn from an external point are equal. So which means we can take AP is equal to AE. And one more thing that we know is OP is perpendicular to TP. So in that case, OPT makes a right angle. Right angle triangle. So right angle triangle means your mind should go to the famous theorem, Pythagoras theorem, right? So I can apply OT square is equal to OP square plus PT square. So OP value, the radius value is given as 6 square, and TP value is not given, PT square, and OT value is given as 10 square. From this, can you find PT square? What's the triplet 6 blank 10?
8 centimeter.
8 centimeter. Very good. So PT value is 8 centimeter. So let's write that over here. 6 centimeter, 10 centimeter. Okay, now I'm going to use another tangent. They have given that AB is also a tangent which is drawn to meet TP at E. So this is also a tangent. So this is also 90 degree. And OE is the radius. So 6 centimeter goes over here. So what is left out of ET? How much will ET measure?
4.
4 centimeter. So now I'm going to use all these data to find AE. Let us try to find AE. So triangle in triangle AET, which is a right angle triangle. Again, I can use Pythagoras theorem. AT square is equal to AE square plus ET square. I don't know separately what is AT square. So I can split and write it as AP plus PT minus AP the whole square. Do you agree? It's a part of PT, right? So if I eliminate AP, I will get AT. I'm just rewriting all of the terms in the ways which I know the data. Next, which is AE square plus ET square. Just now we found it is 4 square. And what is PT value? PT value is 8 centimeter, right? 8 minus, and AP can be written as AE. Just now, who said? Manya or someone said, right? AP is equal to AE because of tangents drawn from same external point. So instead of AP, I can write AE. So I guess now you will see where I'm going. Now all the terms have been rearranged to AE. So expand them, 8 square plus AE square minus 16 AE using A minus B whole square formula. is equal to AE square plus 4 square is 16. AE square gets cancelled. Minus 16 AE is equal to 16. 8 square when goes to the other side, minus 64. Calculate and tell me final answer for AE. Chitrant, are you trying?
Ma'am, 3 centimeters.
Very good. So you would get minus 48 divided by minus 16, which is 3 centimeter. So a part of it, AE I got, and EB is also similar. We can prove it through congruency. So totally AE plus EB is what is AB. So what is the total final answer? Yes, one person has answered in YouTube, correct?
6 centimeters.
Yes, 6 centimeter. Any doubt? Shall we move to the next question? You can please interrupt and ask doubt if you have in any of the steps. Okay, next question. The area of a triangle formed by joining the points 0, a, minus a, 0 and a, 0 is 16a centimeter square. Then the value of a is. So here we are trying to find area of triangle and it's related to coordinate geometry. Do you remember area of triangle formula? In coordinate geometry, I guess it was deleted portion. But do you? Yes, if you know, can say.
Half is x1 plus into
Half into x1?
minus y3.
Very good. Correct. Yes, that's the one I'm
Plus
expecting.
x2 into y3 minus y1 into x plus, sorry, x2
Plus,
into y1 minus y2.
yes, very good. This is the area of triangle formula. You can make a note of it. So the only thing that we need to do here is substitute all the values that's been given. X1 is given as 0, 0 minus 0 plus minus a. Give it a try on your own. 0 minus a plus x3 is a into a minus 0 is given as 16a centimeter square. Minus a into minus a becomes plus a square. And again, there is one more plus a square is equal to 16a. Let me see who finds the answer first for a. In YouTube chat also, students, you can post your answers.
16 centimeters.
Very good. So this becomes 1 by 2 into 2a square is equal to 16a. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So a square is equal to 16a, which means here one of the a and one of the a gets cancelled. So a is equal to 16 centimeter. Coming to the next question. The perimeter of a square is found to be equal to the circumference of a circle. The ratio of the area of that of square to the area of that of circle would be. So when we talk about shapes like polygons, like which is created using line segments, we call it as perimeter. But when we talk about circle, we call it as circumference. But actually both means the same, right? The overall total measurement of the boundary. So first perimeter of a square is how much? What's perimeter of a square? Yes, Shreya?
4a.
4a, very good. What is the circumference of a circle?
2 pi r.
2 pi r. And that is how pi value was derived. Do you all know how pi value was derived and what's special about it? In the world, if you take even a smaller circle and a very, very large circle, if you measure its circumference and divided by the denominator, you will, I'm sorry, divided by the diameter, you will always get a fixed constant value, and that value was called as pi. That's the speciality about circumference of a circle. If you measure the circumference and divide by the diameter, throughout the world, any size of circle, it will always give the same value. Okay, so now here it is given the perimeter is equal to the circumference of circle. Let's find one of the term in terms of the other, since I need to find the ratio of its area. So I can write A as 2 pi r divided by 4, simplifying which I get pi r by 2. This is going to be my hint. And coming to the next part, the ratio of area of square and area of circle. So area of square is A square. And what's area of circle?
Pi r square.
Pi r square is equal to, instead of A, I'm going to substitute the value which I found now. So pi r upon 2 the whole square divided by pi r square, which can be further expanded as pi square r square divided by 4 throughout divided by pi r square. So r square gets cancelled. One of the pi gets cancelled. So it's pi divided by 4, or else 22 by 7 divided by 4. So tell me what's the final value? Expecting answers in YouTube as well.
11 by 14.
Very good, correct. So you can simplify this as 22 by 7 into 4, 4 2 times, 11 times, so 11 by 40. I guess it was clear. Nagesh, you are right, but you need to just simplify it according to the options given. Okay, next question is like a bit of like a puzzle. Let's try. The product of mean and median of first 5 prime numbers is. So what are the first 5 prime numbers, first of all? List it down. Yes,
2,
Shreya?
2,
Mm.
3, 5,
Mm.
7,
Mm.
11.
That's it, first 5. So Chitran, tell me, what do you mean by median? Median. Middle?
Middle term.
Yes, the middlemost value. So which is the middlemost value here?
5.
5. It has already been, see, median you have to arrange in ascending order or descending order. Since we have already arranged, we need not worry about it. So median value is 5. And I need mean, they are asking product of mean and median. So median value is 5. What about mean? How do you find mean? Mean is nothing but arithmetic. What is it? I'm sorry. Average. Average, right? Average is otherwise called as arithmetic mean. My bad. So you can add all the 5 numbers and divide by total number of observations, which is 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 11 divided by 5. Check out how much you're getting.
Ma'am, 5.6.
Very good. So multiply both to get the final answer.
Ma'am, 28.
Very good. Others also got the same answer? Did you? Manya, okay. Manya is saying yes. What about Dundubi? Okay, good. Great. Let's move to the next question. Okay, this is another easy question. The perimeters of similar triangles ABC and triangle DEF are 60 centimeter and 36 centimeter respectively. If BC is equal to 18 centimeter, then the measure of EF is. So this deals with the triangle chapter in grade 10, especially related to the theorem which says the ratio of the sides is equal to, the square of ratio of sides. Suppose, for example, in the same triangle, let's take, is equal to the area of triangle ABC by triangle DEF. Do you remember such kind of theorem? The ratio of square of sides is equal to the ratio of area of triangles. This is only for similar triangles. Make a note, this is only applicable for similar triangles. But when we talk about perimeter, perimeter is directly proportional to the ratio of sides. So how can we do this? Perimeter of triangle ABC divided by perimeter of triangle DEF is directly proportional to the corresponding sides. AB by DE is equal to BC by EF is equal to AC by DF. So here we are relating only BC and EF. So take the first and third relation, equate them. When we equate, we get 60 centimeter upon 36 centimeter is equal to BC value is given as 18 centimeter divided by EF. So you just need to transpose and find the final answer. Check out the final answer.
Third option.
Okay. Chitrant has got 10.8. Let us check.
Ma'am, 10.8.
10.8. Very good. Correct. You just have to be a little quick, children. And when you get NTSE question paper, you can check out the easy questions. Like, for example, in the previous session, there was a question, empirical relationship, or even this question. It can be answered within few seconds, right? So first answer of all the easy questions, then go for this. And in this also, you need to practice more calculation. More of quick calculations. Try to simplify the numbers first. Okay, let's move to the next question. If the sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression is Sn is equal to 3n plus 2n square, then its common difference is. So we have Sn is equal to 3n plus 2n square. How do you find the terms when a general format for sum of terms are given? Any idea? I'll give you a clue. S1 is same as A1. How do you proceed further? How do you get the second term? Yes, Dundubi?
S2.
S2 is?
A1 plus
Correct. A1 plus A2, right? S2 is A1 plus A2. You are right. Instead of A1, I can write S1. Do you all agree? So if I bring S1 to the other side, it just means S2 minus S1 is equal to A2. And this is the pattern it goes on. S3 minus S2 is A3. S4 minus S3 is A4 and so on. So we are going to find it in the same manner. Let's first find S1. So 3 times 1 plus 2 times 1 square. I guess you can do simultaneously. 3 plus 2, which is 5. So this is same as A1 is also 5. Then S2 is 3 times 2 plus 2 times 2 square, which is 6 plus 8, 14. So if S2 is 14, A2 is S2 minus S1, which is 14 minus 5, 9. So when I have A2 and A1, how am I supposed to find the common difference?
A2 minus
Yes, very good. Such a simple question it is. A minus 5, which is 4. So I guess those are watching live session also got the same answer. Let's move to the next question. The value of C if C upon 2, 14 is the midpoint of the line joining the points minus 3, 8 and minus 15, 20 is. So does anyone remember midpoint formula for coordinate geometry?
Ma'am, P of x comma y is equal to m2 m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2 comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2.
Yes, dear Chitrant, you are right. But when it comes to midpoint, what is the ratio, Chitrant? M1, M2, what you're saying is a ratio. So when it comes to midpoint, the ratio becomes
X comma Y.
ratio,
M1 is to
dear. M1 is to M2 when we talk about midpoint. So for example, the overall line segment is 10 centimeter. When I take a midpoint, it is 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter. Then what is the ratio here?
F5, 1 is to 1.
Very good. 1 is to 1, right? So you need not utilize the actual section formula for it. Instead, M1 and M2 can be substituted as 1, and directly you can write x1 plus x2 upon 2, comma y1 plus y2 upon 2. You get it? And this is your x comma y, the midpoint. So the midpoint is given as c by 2 comma 14, and the points are given as minus 3 comma 8 and minus 15 comma 20. We are supposed to find c, so concentrate only on the x coordinate. So I need only x coordinate. So c by 2 is equal to x1 value is minus 3 plus x2 value is minus 15 divided by 2. 2, since it is on the denominator on either side of the equation, you can cancel out. So the final answer is
minus 8.
yes, very good. Minus 8. So the question becomes easier if you understand what is given and what formula you need to apply there. Then almost 3/4 of your work is done. Next question. If the roots of x square minus px plus q is equal to 0 are two consecutive integers, then the value of p square minus 4q is. So let's split it. Roots are two consecutive integers. Can you tell me how does consecutive integers look like? How do we express them if both are unknown? Consecutive.
Ma'am, a and a plus 1.
Very good. A and a plus 1. So if a and a plus 1 are the roots of this particular polynomial, then we are supposed to find the value of p square minus 4q. When we talk about quadratic equation, we know only two relations of roots, right? Which is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a, or alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. And your alpha here is a and beta here is a plus 1. So let us substitute that a plus 1 is equal to minus b. Minus b becomes minus of minus p divided by a value coefficient of x square is 1. So 2a plus 1 is equal to p. This is your first hint. Next hint, alpha into beta is c by a. So in this case, a into a plus 1 is equal to, what's the c value here? What's the c value? C is the constant in the polynomial. So which is the constant value here, which doesn't have any x term? Any one of you? Which term doesn't have any x in it?
Ma'am, q.
Q. So C is Q upon A is 1 again. So A square plus A is equal to Q. This is your second hint. Now, how are we supposed to find P square minus 4Q? You just need to substitute the values directly. P I have got as 2A plus 1. So 2A plus 1 the whole square minus 4 into Q we have got as A square plus 1. I'm sorry, A square plus A. Expand this using a plus b whole square. We get 4a square plus 1 plus 4a minus, just distribute it, 4a square minus 4a. Tell me the final answer.
1.
Yes, very good. 4a minus 4a square. 4a square gets cancelled. The final answer is 1. Very good. I can see Vijay Kumari, Nagesh, Kalpana, everyone actively participating in YouTube. Continue. Let's go to the next question. The mean of n numbers of a series is x bar. If the sum of first n minus 1 terms is k, then the nth number is. So first of all, just now we saw mean of any numbers we find by using sum of n numbers. I'm sorry. Yeah, sum of n numbers divided by total number of observations, right? Fine. So here it is given. This is the first one they have given. The mean is x bar. I have denoted it as x bar. Coming to the next statement, if the sum of first n minus 1 terms is k, what do you mean by n minus 1 terms? Suppose if there are 10 terms in a series, how many terms make n minus 1?
9.
9, right? So which means excluding the last term, all other terms together make k. So I can write sum of n numbers as k plus the last term. Do you all agree? Instead of sum of all the n numbers, the first, except the last term, all other numbers will add up to k. They are saying it is given in the question. So I can write it as k plus n divided by n, which is x bar. Then the nth number is, so nth number is nothing but the one which you added at the end. So how will you find this? Find it out and tell me. Just rearrange the equation transpose.
The fourth option.
Fourth option. Okay, I think there is a small mistake we have made. First, n goes to the other side. So x bar into n is equal to k plus nth term. Then k goes to the other side. X bar into n minus k. So which option is right? Yes, Dundubi.
1 second.
Second one. Chitra, did you get it? Why you went wrong?
It's took that n to whole.
Yeah, so that's why you went wrong. It's okay, no problem. So this is the answer. Any doubt in how I took k plus nth term? Anyone? Should I repeat? Okay, fine. Great. Let's go to the next question. If L, M, and N are zeros of the polynomial, then the value of 1 by L plus 1 by M plus 1 by N is, first of all, what kind of polynomial is given according to powers? Based on powers, what's the name of this polynomial? Which polynomial is this? Which is the highest power here? What's the degree of this polynomial?
Try.
Try is what you're saying is number of terms, dear. I'm talking based on degree.
And cubic.
Cubic polynomial means how many relations are there with respect to its zero. There is a alpha plus beta plus gamma. There is a alpha into beta into gamma. And there is a alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Can you recall? Are you able to recall? Okay, fine. So here they are asking us if L, M, and N are the zeros. So instead of alpha, beta, gamma, just replace with L, M, N. Then the value of 1 by L plus 1 by M plus 1 by N is. Do not panic when you see this. First, let's try to simplify 1 by L plus 1 by M plus 1 by N. If I take the common denominator as L into M into N, what would be the numerators? What would be the first numerator? Yes, Chitra, repeat. Mn. Did you say Mn?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Correct. Because in the first term, L is there, but M and N are missing. So that's what you do when you take LCM. Whatever the second term, Dundubi?
Billion.
Yes, correct. Okay, he has said. Say the third one, Dundubi.
LM.
Yes, correct. LM. Now, can you say a relation with what we already know? What is the relation? How is the denominator? If L, M, N are zeros, Can we say the denominator is product of zeros of the polynomial? What about the numerator? How is the numerator?
Third relationship.
Yes, the alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma, alpha, right? Or sum of products. Sum of products taken two at a time. So that's what we are going to do here now. Ln, we got Ln plus Mn plus Ln divided by L into M into N. What's the relation? Do you remember the product? Product of zeros is, product of zeros is minus D by A, and sum of products taken two at a time is C by A. So substitute the values. Here, what is your C value, Manya? In this polynomial, which is C? No, you are still in quadratic. This is cubic. The general format is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Now tell me what is C?
-6.
Very good, correct. What about D?
D10.
10. A?
A2.
Very good. Substitute and find out. Tell me the final answers, everyone.
Some 3 by
3 by?
-5.
-5, or the second option. Let's try 6 upon 2 divided by -10 upon 2. 2 gets cancelled. So 6 upon -10 can be further simplified to 3 by -5 or -3 upon 5. Does it look easier now? Okay, let's see. Next question. On increasing the radius of the base and height of the cone by 20%, then the percentage increase in the volume will be. Okay. So first of all, whenever you get a question based on increase, you need to have two values. One is original radius or original volume, and the other one is new radius or the new volume. That is how you will name it. So suppose if the original radius is R, then the new radius, suppose if we take it as R1, can be written as if it is increased by 20%. How can I write it in terms of the old radius? Any one of you? Increased by 20%.
R minus 20% of R.
Very good. What you said is correct, but increased, dear. So addition or subtraction, Chitra? Yes.
Addition.
So R plus 20% of R, what you say is nothing but 20 by 100 of R, right? Percentage is nothing but percent out of 100. So this is your new R. When you take LCM and simplify, you're going to get 120 R upon 100. Further simplifying, you will get 6 upon 5 R. That's the new R. Now coming to the new height. If the original height is H and the increased height is H1, again that is also increased by 20%. Then what is it going to be in terms of the original height?
And
yes.
Same, 20.
Same, 6 by 5. Again, if you simplify, you're going to get the same thing, 6 by 5 of H. Now we are supposed to find the percentage increase in the volume. So what we are going to do is write down if the original volume is V, the new volume is V1. Increase means it is increasing, means the V1 is bigger than V original V. So find out V1 minus V. That's what we are going to do. So V1 is nothing but, we are talking about a cone. What's the volume of cone formula?
1 by 3 pi R square H.
Very good. It's if you can't remember easily, it's just 1/3 of cylinder. And cylinder's area is base area. Cylinder's volume is base area into height. Cylinder base area is a circle. Circle's area is pi R square into height. And 1/3 of that is cone. That's how you can remember. So this is the new volume. So R1 and H1 minus 1/3 of old volume is simply R and H. So bring out 1/3 pi outside. You will be left with R1 square is nothing but 6/5 R the whole square into H is 6/5 of H minus R square into H. So 1/3 pi into, this is going to be 36 divided by 25 into 6/5 R square H minus R square H. Or this can also be written as 6 square into 6 means you can write it as 6 cube divided by 5 cube. That also can be done. So how much is 6 cube? You remember cube values? Or 5 cube? Anyone, do you remember? 5 cube is easier.
125.
125. And 6 cube is 216. Now this R square H is also common. Bring that outside. 1/3 pi R square H. You will be left with 216 divided by 125 minus 1. Just simplify the numerical part alone and tell me what numerator and denominator you're getting. Check it out. Only the numerical part, 216 divided by 125 minus 1. If you simplify, what are you going to get?
$0.728.
Did you divide 216 and 125? Did you do that, Chitra? You are right. You're getting 0.728, right? I was expecting a fractional answer. Fractional answer you will get 91 divided by 125. No problem. This is also easier way. So once you do this 0.728 is the times out of 1/3 pi r square h, and 1/3 pi r square h is nothing but your original volume. So this much is how 0.728 is how much it has been increased. But when we talk about percentage in the reverse manner, we will just multiply 100. So what is going to be your final answer?
Ma'am, 72.8.
Yes, 72.8%. Again, I'm repeating, just we are taking the original radius and original height as R and H, and we are increasing it by 20% of itself. So for example, R1 is R plus 20/100 of R. When you simplify, we get 6/5 R, and similarly 6/5 H. And we are supposed to find percentage increase, which means original volume minus, new volume minus original volume, through which we are getting the numerical value as 0.728. So it has increased 0.728 in numerical value. When we talk about percentage, we multiply by 100 to get 72.8%. Any doubt in any of the steps, anyone? Okay. Let's see if we have any fun questions. It's been I think this one we can do easily. The lowest common multiple of two numbers is 14 times their greatest common divisor. The sum of LCM and GCD is 600. If one number is 80, then the other number is. Here, LCM, I think you would have come across. GCD is nothing but HCF. Do you remember in the very first chapter, real numbers, you have learned the relationship between two numbers and their LCM and HCF? Can you recall and tell me what it is? Two numbers and their LCM and HCF. What is the relation?
From LCM, HCF is equals to?
The two numbers, product of two numbers, right, Dandubi? Okay, very good, done. So let's try to put in these conditions. The least common multiple of two numbers is 14 times their HCF. So LCM is equal to 14 times HCF. This is your first condition. And sum of LCM and HCF is 600. LCM plus HCF is given as 600. If one of the number is 80, so let's take A as 80, we are supposed to find the other number. That's the question. So where will you get the first hint? We have LCM is equal to 14 times HCF. LCM plus HCF is 600. So from that, can we find any one value? Yes.
Ma'am, you said LCM is 14 into HCF. We can substitute that to LCM.
Very good. We can substitute that in the other equation. So 14 times HCF plus HCF is equal to 600. So 15 times HCF is equal to 600. HCF is equal to 600 divided by 15. Check out how much you're getting.
Ma'am, 40.
40.
Very good. So once you get that, we know LCM is 14 times HCF. So 14 times 40. Find out how much is 14 times 40. I'm already getting final answers in YouTube. Okay, Madhu, Nagesh, let's wait and check.
560.
560. Okay, very good. Now just substitute in the relationship. LCM is 560 into HCF is 40 and one of the number is 80. What is the other number? So B is equal to 560 into 40 divided by 80. 40 and 80 two times. So 560 divided by 2.
280.
280. Very good. Done. Very good. I think we still have time for one more question. Let us try this question. Have you come across this Venn diagram, children? Any one of you? Do you know what a Venn diagram is? Like, have you seen questions that says, for example, education? If this is education, then teachers and students. This is teachers, these are students. And this is where a teacher who's also a student. Have you come across such kind of questions anywhere? Or at least in statements? No. Okay, fine. I'll explain. So this overall box is called as universal set. It is called as universal set. Just imagine our universe. In our universe, there are galaxy. Galaxy can be one round, and planets are a part of galaxy, which means they go inside the galaxy. It can be one more round. And Earth is a part of planets, is one of the planets, so it goes inside that. And according to their properties, we will draw the circles inside. So as I told you, now teachers and students are separate identities, but a teacher can also be learning, right? They can also be doing some other degree side by side. So this intersecting part will mention where teachers are both. It is both teachers and students. That's what intersection means. Okay, and this circles will represent separate entities. So now they are asking the shaded portion in the given Venn diagram represents what? And this symbols mention this is intersection. You have not come across at all. So I think it will be difficult for you to understand. Let's see. So this reverse U shape is called as intersection and the proper U shape is called as union. Union, dear. Union means, for example, this is teacher, student means when I say school, school is a union of complete teachers and students. So that's what union means. So here, let us not go into these options for now since you don't know it yet. Just to tell me the shaded portion will represent what? Union or intersection?
Ma'am, intersection.
Intersection. Let's understand that first, okay? Let's not go into the next step. Okay, next question is very easy and fun to do. We'll finish off with this question as our last question. If the letters of the word FATE, fate, are arranged as in a dictionary without repetition, then the rank of the arrangement of FAET is. If it is arranged, if the letters are just jumbled and arranged in a dictionary order, which position will you get FAET? That's the question. So, for example, in dictionary order, which letter comes first?
A.
A. Which
A.
should come next?
E.
Which
E.
should come next?
F. T.
This is 1. This is rank 1. Rank 2 would be according to dictionary order. Then what's the next possibility?
E. F. T. A.
AETF, right? AETF. Similarly, can you find how many letters, how many words will be there starting with A? You check in dictionary order. Yogesh is saying option number 1. Let's see, let's see. What would be the next word? Who has found? What would be the next word? A. E is exhausted, right? Is there any other possibilities with E as a second letter? With E as a second letter, is there any other possibilities?
I'm interchanging last two.
That's what we did here. So what's the next step? If E is not the second letter, we should go to Chitrant. What is it?
TF at second.
F as second. So F as second, you can go with AFET. So what would be the fourth one? You can exchange the last two. AFT. Can you see how I'm going? It's just a dictionary order. Should I repeat my explanation? Are you not able to follow? Just first, according to dictionary, A will be first, E will be second, F will be third, T will be fourth. Now, what's the next step? Next step is I can exchange T and F in the dictionary order. Next, E is exhausted. There is no other possibility of AE blank blank. We have done both. So the next thing is AF. What would be the fifth option?
ATEF.
Very good. Now you have come to track, Chitrant. ATEF. What about the sixth option?
ATFE.
Very good. ATFE. Now there is no other possibility of A being the first letter. Do you all agree? Is there any other possibility? We have used E as a second letter, F as a second letter, and T as a second letter. There is no other possibility. This is 6 cases.
Yes,
now again, the 6 cases can be written keeping E as the first letter. Do you all agree?
Yes, ma'am.
So that would be another 6. But my question is, when does FAET come? So when does it come?
F is at first.
Which position does it come in? So here there will be another 6 positions of E being the first letter. Next comes F being the first letter. But when does AET come? According to dictionary order.
13.
Very good. So first itself, because A is the first letter, E is the second letter in order, and T is the third letter. So F being the first letter, AET is the very first option. So 6 positions plus 6 positions plus 1 position will make you 13th position. Did you follow that? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
great. I could see Vijay Kumari and Pragati also answered correctly. Very good. Keep it up. Yes, Chitrant. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I think we can wind up the session for today. I hope you all had fun solving answers. I had fun having this class with you. Thank you all. Thank you all who watched in YouTube.
Thanks, ma'am.